Welcome to Retro Boost Live. Hope the intro there was entertaining. Let me start recording. Welcome to the recording of Retro Boost Live. That was a goofy thing. I used to, I love that thing there, doing Pokemon only item battles, whether it be with or without AI. I find it really entertaining because it gets super chaotic. And I would not have thought that Link would have been the winner for that. That was a little surprising to me. Good times. So I may do something like that for the intro portions, because they'll let the stream get started and fun things were on the screen while I was getting stuff set up. So all good. What's going on there? Audio's current bitrate 0 was lower. What are you talking about? It's working. What do you mean? Audio stream. That's weird. Okay, now it's gone. Alright, I assume that I can be heard because it's doing stuff. God, every time the stream starts, there's gotta be something. Oh my god. Anyway, great to have you here, Passix, as always. Appreciate you watching. To anyone else who watches the replay that goes up, I thank you for watching as well, plus whoever tunes into the live stream. Last time, did Metroid Prime and Super Metroid over last weekend. Gonna continue Metroid Prime today. The first sequence of that was a lot of setting up. Today will be some more fun early items because I'm doing a sequence-breaking playthrough. The GameCube version with the 5X Pro. I really wanted to do the Metroid Fusion bonuses, but like, I just can't do it. I had the save file that had that connection, and then it's gone. And I tried to mess around with cheats. There's no action replay code for it, and there are cheats with the Wii USB loader method of loading the game, but it just made the game crash, so that didn't work either. So no fusion connection bonuses, unfortunately. Gonna have to deal with the base game. Why does it keep saying that there's audio issues? What's going on? You're lying. You're such a liar. Audio's yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Alright. Let's get into it. Alright. So, last time, beat Thardus. This time, we're going to start by getting the Ice Beam, and then after that, that's going to let me do a couple of sequence breaks. I can get the Plasma Beam prior to getting a lot of other intended stuff, namely the Grappling Beam, and then I can get the Power Bombs early, courtesy of having the Plasma Beam early. So, more fun things. Plus, we can start collecting the artifacts, too. Which are required to actually beat the game. And yeah, to go back to your comment there about Smash, I have always, like, really enjoyed doing, like, goofy, fun, custom versus modes in all the different Smash games, like, whether you be doing slow-mo or stamina or whatever. I've always enjoyed all those options. It's super fun. So that was a Pokeball-only match, because in Melee, at least, the AI will, like, relentlessly pursue Pokeballs, more or less, when they spawn in, so you can kind of create, like, a crazy Pokemon battle thing with it. Tori and I did like a whole little tournament with that, and then I've done it before prior to other people joining the channel on my own even. Never did it with 4 computers though. That was a new thing for me to witness. Very chaotic. So I'll try to do stuff like that where I can record like some fun gameplay that can kind of run on its own for a little bit of time. I think it'll be fun to do for the intros for the stream. I have another one of those Smash Bros matches recorded, and then I'm trying to figure out what other games would be fun to do that with. Figure it out. Also, the 5X Pro scanline video is almost done. I filmed all of the me parts for it last night, so I'll probably edit that over today, and if it all goes nicely, I might be able to have it go live tomorrow. That one's been a long time coming because I've kept flip-flopping on what I'm doing for the footage for it, and just being busy with school and work and other things. But that one's finally about to be ready. It's got demos of all of the profiles in action, plus some custom settings that I like, and those have the custom ones are with and without HDR, because I thought that'd be fun. I'm gonna come back here once I get the ice beam. Goodbye. Need to get more whistles too. Just gonna jump, I don't care. Ah! Out of my way, I'm speed running. Not really. I should probably go up here to get more missiles. Going back through known territory to get some expansions sounds like the smart thing to do. I'm glad that you enjoyed the podcast, Pastix. That was fun, and I definitely appreciate you and Emigeddon weighing in with actor suggestions there. Made for some fun conversation. It's definitely, I kind of figured that the Seth Rogen thing was going to happen when that was unveiled. Everyone just, it's just like immediate vitriol in the room. I was like, no! I need to check out that American Pickle movie, though. It sounds pretty interesting. We're coming the back way through this route here. How fancy for us. There's two. There's one more missile at the landing site I can get real quick. I need to get these for the Wave Buster, because in hard mode, even the stones take double the damage to kill. I'll get you. Resupply. I think I need like 80 minimum. Maybe more. Maybe like maybe it's like 120 on hard. I think it is. I got 55. There's a lot that I didn't get yet. Oh, stuck. Out of my way. Okay. That's the part that interests me, is I'm always used to having him be just, you know, funny. So if it's something that's a little more serious, I'd be very curious to give that a watch, for sure. It's definitely fun to film that with more people, because I've known Chris and Mike. I've known them for a long time. We cross paths via my job frequently and have conversations like that all the time. Ugh, whatever, screw you. Alright, I want... There's 2 missiles this way. I don't know when else I'm going to come back through this path, so I might as well just do it now. Alright. Get this one. Ah. Oh, you know, the game is very confused right now. Speaking of music, it's supposed to be playing the normal Chozo Ruins theme, but it's confused because I haven't come through here yet, so it's playing the more ambient, mysterious opening area theme. But there's shriek bats in here, so it's definitely confused. This is why they removed a lot of this sequence-breaking stuff in the remaster, because they were trying to fix like stuff like that with the flagging of progress and whatnot. Alright, there's all of our missiles in this area. Might as well just do the map station. Oh. The ice beam and plasma beam doors are labeled. I wonder if it's supposed to do that before you've acquired them or not. Oh, look, it's doing it now. So confused. Alright, so now... Oh, back to being ambient. Jesus. It's so broken. Alright, this is definitely going back into our risk of crash zone, unfortunately. Oh, can get this missile. Spider Ball was something that they did. They definitely built on it in a great way in Prime 2. Adding the ability to boost off of tracks was really cool. I could theoretically get a power bomb now, but I'm not really good at the trick you have to do to get it. The path that's straight out of that fountain room, there's a speed build-up glitch. It's kind of like the Metroid Prime version of Mario 64's backward long jump. Very similar to that, and you can shoot across the gap that would normally require you to have the grappling beam to then get a power bomb expansion early by clipping through a wall. But I've never been able to pull it off successfully. I'm not really good at those more technical tricks. They're really not my thing. No, thank you. And did I get this one already? Ow! Yes, I did. Alright, please don't crash. It's gonna crash. We got lucky last time. Oh! Oh! Okay. Alright. How lucky for us. Okay. Alright. I think there's a missile expansion to be had in here. Give it to me. Shredding. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, I don't think I have to cross through that room again. So I think we're safe. The only other potential crash is on the elevator that leads from the landing site to Chozo Ruins, which I took to get here. But that one's a little more rare for this version. The one in that hallway is way more common. Looked away from the screen, I forgot where it was. Behind me? Yeah, it's right there. Doggy. Alright. Doing good on missiles. Ooh. Alrighty. Chozo Ghost. I'll be seeing a lot of these guys. He's invincible at the start of that. Got him! toss me. This little station in here. Let me in. Their animations are very robotic in this game. They did a much better job with the sequels in that respect. Alright, now we can get the ice beam. And then I don't really need to swing back through here right now. But the white power, that's an energy tank. I think the game can crash in here too. I might be mistaken. This whole Chozo area is the health hazard. Take me. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Whoa. A little clumsy. Alright. Ah, give it to me. Yeah, so, welcome to the stream also, Sirchi. That is a question that everyone's grappled with, but here's the thing. The answer is actually a little deceptively simple, and this game actually gives you a clue. It's still silly, don't get me wrong, but like it's not as hard to believe when I explain it to you like this. So the morph ball may look small, like when she rolls up into it in this game and everything, and you know, whatever, but when you scan the holes that the morph ball is supposed to go into, the game tells you that all those holes are like one meter and some change in size, which is like 3 feet tall, which isn't that small. It just like looks small in the game, but curling yourself into a ball that's 3 feet tall, if you're a human bird woman hybrid, isn't that much of a feat. Because she's also got bird DNA. That makes her more flexible and agile and whatnot. As part of her being raised by the Chozo. So, A plus B equals C. I don't think it's that hard to believe. But also in this game, it's like she's turning into energy. So, there's more to it than just crumpling her bones into a sphere. But yeah, I kind of had that light bulb moment years ago when I was reading all the logbook entries, like, oh, 1 meter, that's like almost half my size. Like, I can roll into a ball that small. I can do it. But the thing that kind of perpetuates the silliness is that, you know, she's flexible. Space pirates are not, because there's logbook entries you can find in the pirate labs where they're trying to replicate the morph ball technology, and all they've achieved is crushing their test subjects and like breaking their backs and stuff. I'll find it during this playthrough. I know where it is. It's a terminal in the room with the big spinning tower, I think. It's easy to remember. It's funny. It's like they're not doing the energy thing that she's doing in this game. Obviously, they're trying to crush crustacean creatures into spheres, which isn't a good idea. But yeah, so it's a combination of she turns into energy in this game, so that's how they answer it, but also, even if you take it literally, 3 feet is not tiny. I think the proportions are just off in, like, the 2D games and games like Smash Bros. They don't, like, adhere to it as well. Like, she's smaller than she should be in those games. But yeah, that's my opinion there, so... it's still silly as hell, though, with that said. Especially in this game, because of how, like, large and broad-shouldered she is. Like, those shoulder pads are ridiculous. Energy. I mean, there was probably damage to that area, too. I mean, it's not going to be fun to be crushed like that into a sphere. Everything's broken. The Space Pirate logbook entries are wild. Like, their whole organization is crazy. It's like a militarized version of Dr. Evil's stuff from Austin Powers. They're just insane. On one hand, they talk about, like, rationing things and military discipline, and then you'll read another logbook that says, like, no more keeping Metroids as pets. What are you people doing? It's like the weirdest mixture of discipline and anarchy. Alright, got the ice beam now, so let's get out of here. I don't think I can go either of those 2 ways. It wants you to go through the wrecked ship first, so I'm not even going to bother. Don't crash. Oh no. They've come for me. No thank you. Which do I prefer? Oh, for the N64 games? Well, talked about this in the retrospective video I did with Tori, at least I think I did. And I've mentioned it here and there before, but I've never really even played Majora's Mask. I rented it as a kid, and when I say kid, I mean like I would have been probably 5 or 6 years old, and could not really figure it out at all, and never played it since. I've only played Ocarina, and even then I didn't play Ocarina on the N64. I played it on the GameCube when they ported it as part of that Master Collection thing. I own Majora's Mask, both the original cartridge and on Virtual Console and the 3DS remake, so I have it. I could play all 3 versions of it, but I've never really played it. I know it's super good and people love it, and a lot of people that play it tend to prefer it over Ocarina, but I've never played it. Not seriously, at least. My memories of playing it as a kid would be running around aimlessly in the town, going to confront Skull Kid and not really getting it, and you know, you can't really beat him, I guess, as part of the story at that point. And then the moon will crash, and then I was like, what the hell? Because I was a dumb kid. I think that's what led to me playing Pokemon Stadium too, if I recall, because like trading out the rentals. I think I rented Pokemon Stadium next. I mean, I think. I'm not really positive. Alright, back to Magmore, because now we're gonna get the Plasma Beam early. Normally, you'd have to go into the Phazon Mines, do all that nonsense, get the Power Bomb, come back out of the Phazon Mines, get the Grappling Beam, go to Magmore Caverns, get the Plasma Beam. But we're going to skip all that, because we have the only 2 requirements. Well, technically 1. You don't need the Spider Ball. I've once when I was a kid. I got the plasma beam early without the spider ball. It's just a pain, and I don't want to have to retry the same thing a million times, more than once in this session at least. Because there's a different part that I'm gonna have to retry like 1,000 times. So I wanted to get the spider ball first. Ooh. Got him. Your questions are annoying. You're fine, man. Don't worry about that. I've never even, that thought has never entered my mind once. But your questions are annoying. Not at all. There weren't any official Pokemon games for the SNES, unless you want to count those like goofy bootleg ones. Because they started on Game Boy. Generations 1 and 2 were Game Boy. At least I'm pretty sure Gen 2 was. Gen 2 might have been Game Boy Advance. Could be wrong. That's silver. Gold and silver. Because when they got into those generations, everything improved significantly. Boop, boop, boop. For Pokemon, I tried to watch the show when I was a kid, but it would never be on when I could watch it. Like, I'd always be getting home from school, like right when it was ending, or going to school right when it would start, because it had 2 time slots, like a crazy kind of 6 a.m. time slot, and then like a 3 p.m. one. And I was just like barely ever able to catch it. I also didn't have a Game Boy growing up. I didn't play Pokemon properly until I had a 3DS, and I played X and Y when they were new. I had messed around a little bit with the other games, like friends would let me borrow for 5 minutes at a time on school trips or things like that if they had a Game Boy. It's easy to forget how the Game Boy's graphics really are, because like I've mostly played Game Boy through my Retron 5 as opposed to like the actual Game Boy, and like holy crap. I have an actual Game Boy now. It's a purple one. Whoop. A little bit of precision here. Oh, I gotta go on the middle piece first. Come on. Hey. Will you cooperate, please? Hey! Alright, we're good. Pretty easy skip, all things considered. A couple of precise jumps, and we have bypassed the need for the grappling beam entirely. And they removed all that in the remastered version. Those little, that stalagmite or whatever, stalactite, stalagmite, does not exist anymore in the remastered version. Okay, we're gonna get the plasma beam way earlier than intended. Normally you'd put this way after this point. Or skipping, having to go through multiple areas prior. The wrecked ship, the phazon mines, and so on. The benefit being we only have to enter the phazon mines once for this whole thing, as opposed to multiple thoroughfares. And there are a couple of precise jumps you can do to avoid having to do all this stuff, but I haven't practiced that in years. I haven't done it in years, so I don't want to try and fail repeatedly. Because I'm skipping it, there's no enemies here. I just noticed that. Normally there'd be little parasite things crawling everywhere. You have to avoid them. But they're not here because the game doesn't think I'm supposed to be here yet, I guess. One of those progression flags not working properly because I've broken the game. Getting the plasma beam before getting the gravity suit, it tastes so good. God, I just can't get these comments to seat the way I want them to. Oh yeah. Game over for the world. Alright, let's go. Yeah, let's go that way. My shins. Ah! Ah! It's certainly easier having this. Alright, we can go ahead and get the gravity suit now. And then kind of clean up Phendrana Drifts of all of its artifacts. And then do the same for the other two areas, and then go into the phazon mines. We need the power bombs because we have to. One of the artifacts is behind a power bomb hidden wall, but that same chamber has a place where you can get power bombs early. So, huzzah! A self-solving problem, the best kind. So get this now instead of on a return trip. Music in the zone slaps. I don't want to leave through that area. Probably the bottom. Oh no, this is right. Pest. I don't really understand how the Metroid can be here, given their usual weakness to cold being a thing, but alright. No! That's fine. Okay, this is probably gonna take me like 100 tries, just as a fair warning. So we have to get to that platform by jumping in that tree in a very specific, very goofy way. And this is how we bypass the need. Ah, come on. That trigger not working. This is how we bypass the need for... Oh! No, 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 no. No, come on. It's so hard. Ah! There's a specific spot you stand on, and, like, what's happening there is that I'm not being registered as landing on my feet yet, so I can't do a double jump quite yet. If I can cheese it into thinking that I've landed, I can get up. No, 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 no. Oh, I was almost dead. So hard. Oh, I had it. Oh, Alright, maybe the next time. Stop failing to lock. What's your deal? Oh, no. Oh boy. No, just a little bit higher. No. Yes, no, yeah, The hardest part is like you're panicking on if you think your feet are actually grounded or not, and you're trying to hop and avoid getting like bumped out of it, like with that reset that occurs. No, ah! It's so easy after this. This is the hardest part. The first part's the hard part. The rest of it's a joke by comparison. Oh. Hey! Ah! Ah! That's the best I've ever done in terms of like time sync. That was what, not even 2 minutes. So, yo. All right, so our door is here. We need a power bomb for that though, but we can get one in this exact room. Okay. That's my next target. Early power bomb, baby. Where's mine? Alright, now let's just get our treasure. That's our first artifact. It's all coming together. Okay, now we can get the gravity suit. Oh man, that went way better than I thought it would go. I thought I'd be doing that for 20 minutes. That. All right, now we're in the gravity chamber. Didn't time that well. No, 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 no. Get away. Yeah. Alright. Man, there's just no way to win with this trap thing. I'm just gonna make it go all the way up. Screw it. Up you go. Oh, too far up. Aha. Alright. It's blue in this game. It's purple in every other game. Let's get out of here. I did an interesting thing with Prime 2 with this, because instead of getting like suits that do all this stuff, Samus is just laden down with various accessories all over her suit that are visible. At least for the bulk of the game. Because when you get like, when you have the dark suit on, and you get the grappling beam, and then you get the Hydro Boost, they're like visible accessories that are on her. And I always thought that was kind of cool. So need to trace through the Space Pirate labs again to get the artifact that's there. And that's where I'll end today's stream, so another 10-15 minutes or so. Because then I gotta edit. Get that scanline video done. Oh god, they're everywhere. Oh god! They're on every floor. And there's Metroids. Oh Lord. Get me out of here. Ah! The plasma beam just crushes everything. I was not a fan of the thermal visor in the remastered version. It's kind of hard to look at. Also, I love Ratchet & Clank. Super big fan of the PS3 trilogy in particular. Or duology? There's like 4 of them actually. But whatever. Tools of Destruction and A Crack in Time. I really enjoy those games. And I've played a little bit of the PS2 ones, but not a lot. Mostly the first one. But I do own them all now. You know what? I can kill him with this. No, I guess not. That would have been funny. Oh yeah, dude, Captain Quark's the best. That was the one cool thing about the movie that they made. It's not very good. I mean, I like it, but it's pretty blah. But it was pretty awesome that they got all the voice actors to actually do their characters, Captain Quark in particular. Because that would not have worked otherwise. Show yourselves. Like that thing is brutal. There's tons of funny lines. There's definitely some great montages to be found of all the humor in that game, those games. Alright. Whoa. You all get to live and tell the tale. Spread my fear. Woof. Wow. Hey. I didn't know you could incinerate them. I don't think I've ever seen it before. It kept spinning. There's a really funny glitch that's gonna happen because of the sequence breaking. I'm gonna be getting the X-ray visor before going into the phazon mines. Normally you would go in the phazon mines, do a bunch of stuff, hit a dead end, and then have to exit the mines, and then come back with the plasma beam and the X-ray visor. But because I'm gonna enter with it, we'll actually be able to see the invisible drone. Then normally you'd have to use like either just luck, blind fire, or like the wave buster to kill. We'll be able to see him with the X-ray visor. It's pretty fascinating. Like, I don't think it was intentional. Maybe they had like, maybe they wanted you to use the thermal or something. I don't know. It's really weird. It looks wacky. It's like a, if I remember correctly, it's like a big version of the other ones I'm killing here. But you're normally not supposed to see them. Oh, that was cool. He like activated his camo. He was like the Predator. He was like. I like the designs of these space pirates. They're pretty good, but I think that Prime 2 had the best. Because the ones in Prime 2 are reminiscent of the Zebesians from the 2D games, which I think is how the space pirates best look. Their claws, the lasers they shoot the claws from. It's good stuff. Come on. Alright, I was going to end it here, but I might as well just get the last artifact real quick. It's right here, so let's just do that. Plus, I think the Ridley cutscene will play if I go this way. Oh, there's a power bomb expansion here, too. I should get that. Technically, this could be the early power bomb that I get. Oops. All that for no reason. There's already a thing dropped. Because if you have the plasma beam, you can just get this one right away. Oh, you jerk. Screw you. Nice. Oh, here we go, yeah. Hey, Niall. Nice to have you here. Been doing some sequence breaking. Getting to see this cutscene wearing the gravity suit, which you normally wouldn't. Gotta get this artifact here. Boink. Oh, and these expansions too, actually. More missiles, please. This artifact, and Findrana Drifts is complete. Well, the game's still really confused. There's no, supposed to be a Sheegoth in this room now, but it's still the Bomboos. All of the Prime games have this thing where you get the final like major upgrade and then the game is like, okay, now go on a fetch quest. It's like the one thing that I really don't like about all three of them, because if one of them had that, it's one thing, but all three of them have that. Although Metroid Prime's is definitely the least tedious out of all of them, mainly because of sequence breaking. You can just get them way more efficiently, but even if you weren't sequence breaking, it's still fun to be able to go into old areas and get more upgrades and expansions and then be getting those artifacts at the same time. As the series goes on, those fetch quests become way more fetch questy. Prime 2's is very tedious, and Prime 3's is so bad that it's like a known thing to all audiences, not just the fans. It was bad. They screwed up. Like, Act 3 of Prime 3 is bad. Having to get energy cells to explore the frigate Valhalla, which that sequence is awesome, and like what follows is awesome, but doing that fetch quest beforehand sucks. Alright, where are we at now? said I was going to end it, but I'm making pretty good time, so I might do a couple more quick things. There's one more artifact. I could get both of them in Magmore Caverns and then slide through Talon Overworld after that, and that could be a good ending. That's what we'll do, because then we'll have like half of them. So. And I really like Prime 3. Like, I think it's a great game, but that part of it sucks. It's just a pain. Especially like the ones that are on Brio, because like you have to do like these interlinked things with the ship, where like you have to like have your ship lift up this generator thing, and then like you gotta put something else in its place, and like if you do it in the wrong order, you have to like backtrack like so much territory. It's like a nightmare. Is good. Ooh. He rocketed out of the way. Vision's clouding up. Need eye drops. Here's another one. And one of them is a freebie. It's at the artifact site, so I only have to get 11. We got 3 currently. Another one will have 4, so we'll be just under halfway there. No, not the lava. Oh, God. I want power bombs because power bombs will expedite the final boss, which in this game also kind of sucks. I don't mind the artifact stuff in this game really, but the final boss is pretty lame. Prime 2 did a way better job with its finale. Who needs the grappling beam when you just don't care? I went the wrong way, I'm an idiot. Well, actually, no, I'm good. Ow! It's fine. I do want to go this way because this way leads to that room. Right? Yes, no? Son of a biscuit, that is the wrong way. I'm dumb. Where are you? Ability to shatter is so good. They took that out of the remastered version too, actually. You can no longer shatter ice troopers, which makes the remastered version of this way more difficult. we got, baby? Ice spreader. Ooh. It's kind of cool how the thermal visor's like struggling in this environment. I can see so well. Imagine being the 20th platoon of troops to replace the shift there. Alright, here we go. I believe it's the next room. Get out of my way! Ow! Secrets revealed. All right, so that is Andromeda Drift's all done. Magmore Caverns is now done. We just need to get the ones in the ruins and the overworld, and then we can charge into the mines. Get the last of the main upgrades there, and it's a done deal. It really like rapidly starts to come together once you get the power bomb and the plasma beam. The first chunk of this was like not out of the ordinary from a normal playthrough, aside from just doing things slightly out of order with the double jump. Like, things were made easier. Alright, so that is where I will end progress today. I would wager there's probably going to be like 2 or 3 more streams of this. And then this one will be done. And then we'll do something new. I haven't created it yet, but tomorrow I'm going to do the Retron 5 stream that I was gonna do like 2 times in a row, and then just like got sick, and then other things came up and whatnot. So gonna be doing that tomorrow. I'll create all the details for that later today, but it will be happening. So that'll be fun, because I'll just kind of go through everything regarding the Metroid 5. I'll set up the camera again to have like a B angle on it. It's up there, so I'll rig up a camera to see it like I used to do. Have a good fun. I'll go over what the thing actually is. We'll speaking of Game Boy games today, we'll play some Game Boy on it. We'll do Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo, NES, Genesis. We'll mess around with all that stuff on it. Go over all the settings and things like that. So it'll be a fun time. The Retron 5 is a really cool device, and they're kind of hard to get because they're in a weird spot inventory-wise, but they do still sell them. They just don't sell them like the one that I have anymore. They sell a thing that's called like the Hyper Beach Edition. But it's a very cool device, and it was something I've owned since before even doing the channel by like over a year. I got mine in like 2019, so I had it for a while. So that'll be cool to kind of go over all that. And it's even compatible with a lot of the third-party controllers, like the 8BitDo stuff and whatnot. You can use on it too, so it's very functional. So we'll do that tomorrow. I'll get the details created and schedule it a little bit later today, probably aiming for 10 a.m. If I can do it earlier, I definitely will, because I'm an early bird, so that works for me. But thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Past 6 nice to have you here. Niall, thanks for dropping in. Good to see you again. and Sir G as well. Appreciate all you being here during the live stream. And to anyone that watches the recording, sincerely appreciate you checking it out. Everyone have a great rest of your day.